So hello everyone, I hope everyone are doing fine. So in the previous lecture, we have seen try, except and else block, and we have also seen various types of exceptions. Okay, so let us try to continue what we are left with in exceptional handling. So there is the assertion statement and this slide and this one, and we are also having a final block to cover. Okay, so first of all, let us try to understand what is an assertion statement. Okay, assertion in any programming language are the debugging tools that help in smooth flow of code. Okay, so assertion is the boolean expression that checks if the statement is true or false. Okay, so if the assert is a keyword present in Python, by using assert we can check the condition is true or false. So if the condition is true, the statements inside the down the assert will be executed, or else the alternate statement will be executed. Okay, so if the statement is true, then it does nothing and continues the execution. That is nothing but if the statement is true, the statements which are after the assert line will be executed, and but if the statement is false, then it stops the execution of the program and throws an error. Okay, so this is assertion condition, and if the condition is true, program continue to run, and if the condition is false, assertion stops program and gives assertion error. Okay, so now let us try to understand with an example. Okay, so first let us take x equal to 10, and let us write assert x is greater than 5, and put a comma over here and write a custom message here, that is x is less than 5, or else just continue the execution. That is print hello. Let us just execute it. We're getting hello. Why we're getting hello? Because since the given condition is true, the program is running successfully, and it goes down and checks the statements and it will execute them. Okay, so now let us change this to 15. That is, if x is greater than 15, then continue the execution and run the code which is behind the downer to the assert, or else this statement will be executed in the assertion error. Let us run it, and we are getting assertion error, and we are getting the custom message, that is which we have written here, x is less than 5. X is less than 5. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what is an assertion error and what is assert keyword. Okay, so we will be writing something here, and we can write the condition and a custom message, and if the given condition is false, then assertion error will occur and with the custom message. Okay, and but if the given condition is true, the statements be the lower to the assert keyword will execute. We can write anything here, we can write multiple statements. Okay, x is less than 5. Okay, let me change this condition. Okay, so the program is running very smoothly. Okay, so this is how you use assert keyword. Okay, and now let us see except block without exception. So we have already discussed this concept, right? So we have discussed that we can directly write the exception name, that is the error name, in while writing except, or else we can also write directly except. Okay, so now let us see. Let us save it. Multiple except blocks .py, and let us try to run let us write multiple errors inside the same code. Okay, so print z. We don't know what is z, we are trying to print z. Okay, and what we're going to do is, let us take L1 equal to the same example which we have already discussed for type error. Okay, so let us try to print L1 star L2, and first let us put except, and for what is the first error which we are doing, that is name error, right? So z is not defined, but we are trying to print z. So what we're going to do, except name error, print name is not defined, and except type error, and the multiplying tool is not allowed because they are not of the same kind, right? Except type error cannot multiply two less. And we can also write direct except block, except print this block handles all exceptions. Okay, now let us try to run this one. What we are getting, name is not defined. That is nothing but first this statement will be executed, and since we are occurring an error here, that is nothing but we are using z before assigning it. That's why it will check, it will go for except name error. Okay, so it will go for the name error exception and it will print it and the execution will be stopped. Okay, so now let us try to define z. Now let us see what will happen. Z is printed properly. Z is printed properly, and after that one, it is trying to print these three statements L1, L2, and it is trying to print L1 star L2. Here, exception has occurred. This is type error, right? So that's why the except type error block will be executed, and the statement inside this one will be executed. That is cannot multiply two lists. Okay, and what else? Let us try to do something else. Let us just comment this out. And what we're going to do is let us put another error, that is, let us just take import error. Okay, import a some random thing. Okay, this module is not existed, right? Though, so what we're going to do is let us try to run it and let me show you what will happen. Okay, so what is happening is first it is trying to print z. Okay, it has successfully run, and after that one we are trying to import this something AKSJNF. Obviously this module is not present in Python. Okay, so what it will do, first it will check whether we have written the separate code for import error, we have written a separate code for name error, so condition not satisfied. That is nothing but it will look for except import error, and next it is checking another block. Here it is containing type error. Okay, and it will go down next, and here we have directly written except. That is nothing but it doesn't matter which type of exception it is having, all the exceptions will be handled inside this block. Okay, so this block handles all exceptions. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what is the use of multiple except blocks. Okay, we can write the different statements for different errors. Okay, and let us also see what is finally block now. Finally block is nothing but after writing all of this, if we write some code in finally, it will be executed guaranteedly. Okay, so there are no conditions for that one. Just write finally, put a colon and write this code is always executed. And let us also include an else block. We have seen what is else block in the last class, right? It will be executed if there are no errors inside the try block. Print this will be executed if there are no errors inside try block. Let's run it. Okay, fine. This block handles all exceptions. This is executed, and since it is having some error, else block will be not be executed, and finally block is obviously executed. Okay, so this is a program which try multiple except blocks. We have also included else, and we have also included finally block. Okay, so let us finally do a program, and in the program we'll be seeing nested try blocks. Okay, nested, we have seen the meaning of nested various times, right? That is nothing but try block inside a try block is known as nested try. Nested try.py, and let me just take some simple example. Try, let's take z equal to 0, print 10/z, and after that one let us try to print hello, and we need to put except block for this one. Print inside except block, and we need we also need to provide except block for outer one, outside except block. Now let us try to run it. Outside except block statement is executed. So let me show you what is happening here. First, we have written a try block, and inside try block, we have taken z equal to 0, and we are trying to print 10 slash z. That is nothing but 10 slash z is not defined. It is causing zero division error. So that's why, since outer try block is causing an error, therefore the statements inside the outer except block will be executed. Okay, so parallel, you just need to see the proper indentation, that is these two are parallel, so that's why these two will be handled by each other. Okay, for example, let us try to change one here, and let us change the statements here. Print y. Do we know what is y? We have not at all defined y, right? So it will cause name error. Now let us see what will happen. Okay, so first this try block will be executed, z equal to 1, print 10 by 1, that is 10. Okay, and after that one, we have written one more try block, and inside the try block, we are writing print y. Y is not defined, so error is raised. Once error is raised, these two are parallel to, that is these two are properly indented. This try block contains this except block. That's why this statement will be executed. What is that? Inside except block. Okay, so for example, if you are writing wrong except block here, except, this is a name error, right? So let us just write index error, and let us see what will happen. Outside except block, there is nothing but, even though if you do some error inside the try block, inside the nested try block, and if you write the wrong error name here, and then it will choose the outside block. Okay, so it is not index error, right? It is name error. Okay, so the Python interpreter failed to find the name error. That's why it will go out of the except block, and it will try to find another except block, that is the outside except block, and the statement inside the outside except block being executed. Okay, so these are the various concepts which we are supposed to learn in the exceptional handling. Okay, so instantiating exceptions. So Python allows programmers to instantiate an exception first before raising it and add any attributes. Okay, so these are all the we already covered this all this, and so let us try to run one more. Raise exception.py. Okay. Enter. So what we're gonna do is, let us see what is the raise keyword in Python. Okay. Okay. Handling name here. X equal to 5. Try print x slash 0 except raise zero division error, and if you run it, okay, so that is nothing but, when we are trying to print this something, x is x slash 0, that is nothing but 5 slash 0, it is obviously wrong, right? So except block will be executed, and we are raising zero division error. Okay, so raise is used to, in order to show something, the message inside the terminal, and we need to write the exception name here. Okay, so we cannot directly write the exception name, that is zero division error, and index error, we will be getting the index error. We can raise any kind of error. Okay, so and we can also raise indentation error. Okay, so these are the use of raise keyword. We will be not using raise keyword more, and if you want to guys, if you guys want to show some custom error to the user, you can use raise keyword. Okay, so this is pretty much it from the error and exceptional handling, and if you guys have any kind of doubt, don't try to what do you say, confused, and just try to reach us. Okay, we'll be helping you. Okay, so thank you everyone.